Golden hour, San Francisco. This is one of the more creative lives that I've done. You gotta hope that the horizon line is straight. Maybe I should go check if that horizon line is straight because it's a little bit further away. There we go. There you could see, you get my ugly face out of this thing, and you could see the painted ladies in San Francisco. That's what they call those Victorian houses. It's baseball opening day. We can talk about Brock Purdy's Giants connection. His dad pitched for the Giants organization. But, you know, we did a couple driverless live videos while I've been in San Francisco. Now we could do one from Alamo Square. This is a good spot right here on Hayes Street. Then I could go down to Hayes Valley for dinner. We could have a lot of fun. I'm a little far from the screen right now, so you might want to save your questions for a few minutes from now. We've had a great day in the city. It was opening day, baseball-wise. They're playing in Cincinnati, but the game started when it was raining here, and now, as you can see, it's beautifully sunny. The sun is setting over on the west side of the park. I'm going to walk over there with the camera in a little bit, but wanted to shout out to Buster Posey on his birthday. He's like the Giants version of John Lynch, and I was talking to Sean Purdy, who's obviously Brock's dad, and about baseball at one point, and he told me that he threw 94, threw a circle change though. That was his best pitch, and I guess Brock's best pitch back in high school baseball was also the little circle change, you know, the circle grip, and supposedly he kept hitters off balance with it. Was a very, very accurate pitcher, and I was just joking around with a couple people. I'm not going to care about baseball now for 5 or 6 months, but opening day is cool. The Giants win in the 9th inning, and it gives us a chance to talk about Purdy's baseball background, both father and son. Anyway, this is Alamo Square. I'm going to go check. Let's see. How are you guys doing here? 133 of you. Yeah, it is a nice view. I could show you a little bit more of the view. This is why we have wireless mics. I have to keep an eye on my phone, though. I don't want anybody to take it. I can't believe how empty the park is. Now, it is a little bit breezy, a little bit windy, but as sunset comes along, then we should go to the other side of the park to give you guys the very full view of everything. This is one of my favorite spots in all of the city because you get the view of the ocean side and the view of the downtown side. Like if I step away just for a second, this is probably a better way for me to check on the screen to see how many of you guys we have here. If I step away for a second though, then the view is unobstructed. On a nice weekend day, this will be sun-splashed. You'll have people on the lawn with their towels, their blankets, just hanging out, eating food, drinking, doing whatever. It's a quintessential San Francisco shot. So the opening credit scene of Full House, they're having a picnic on this lawn. The actual house, I think, is 1709 Broderick, which is a good, like, I don't know, 8, 9 blocks north of here. It's got the red steps, and that's where Full House was filmed. But this is how it works. So if you guys want to start lining up your 49ers questions, then we're going to go from there. There hasn't been all too much news today, but we can use it as a chance to check out the city, go check out the sunset. Actually, there's some clouds starting to take over here, so I think it's going to be a good time to move and go see it right now. So I've got this here, get my backpack, and let's walk. You can see Alamo Square now behind me. Tripod comes in handy, doesn't it? So in this park, I'm gonna flip around the camera in just a second. I've just got my hands occupied. But in this park, or from this park, you are at this elevated vantage point to where you can see a whole heck of a lot of the city, which is neat. Rachel says she's in Tennessee and her dream is to see California. Well, hopefully I could help you see some of the city. I think we got more people on the sunset side today because it's not as windy. All right, here we are. Let's check it out. You guys ready for the big camera flip? Mike, please text me any updates. I haven't been following along. If there's any news updates, because as you guys can tell, I haven't been looking at the screen. So you could see far to St. Ignatius, which is at the University of San Francisco. And we'll make our way back to the Painted Ladies. Too much fog on that side. It's a little windier on that side of the mountain. I guess we could call it a mountain. Look, coyote alert. This is funny. So back when Colton McKivitz and Brock Purdy shot that John Deere commercial, it wasn't here, it was in Bernal Heights, but there's the legend of Brock Purdy saving the news reporter from the coyote. There's wildlife in San Francisco. Coyotes up in the hills. Now this is, I think, a little bit more developed. We're really in the heart of the city at this point. Like Hayes Valley, which is a very central neighborhood, is right down the hill. So I wouldn't expect to see as many coyotes here. But when you get out to Bernal Heights, it does become a little bit more of a thing. And here we are. I mean, I can't believe there's nobody on this side. It's like they just set this up for me to do a little bit of a show. So why don't we keep on talking here? I'll go back to the original spot. Look, this is the little utility setup that is actually perfect for the tripod. There we go. There's the mic. All good. We want to get all the Painted Ladies in there. That's much better. That's some framing. Don't even need Lombardi herself here for that. So anyway, you can see the new build. The tallest building is the Salesforce Tower. The Transamerica Pyramid's been there since 1972. And we're lucky to have blue skies today. I started today talking about a lot of the 49ers contract stuff. I'll get into more details when I could actually post something on the screen with some of the contract stuff when it's not a live video. They're operating in essentially the same way as they have in years prior as far as how they're structuring the contract. So I think that when we do look forward to Brock Purdy's deal and also George Kittle's new contract, his extension, it's going to be more the same, more backloading for San Francisco, big signing bonuses, especially now since they've reined back on the cash spend. They're number 15 in cash spend right now, but they're set up to vault right back, maybe even the number 1 once they pay out Brock Purdy's signing bonus. I'm sure George Kittle's going to have a new signing bonus. So, I mean, it's just really interesting how the 49ers have kind of cleared out the forest of all the brush, you know, the dead wood, and they now have the big, healthy trees in the middle, and it's all going to all be for San Francisco something where, excuse me, we got people entering the shot. It's going to all be something for San Francisco. The dog was taking her right in front of the camera. It's going to all be something where they're building around the pillars and financially committing to them. And I think they're going to be, like, again, I look at the math, they're like 50 million short of number 1 in cash spend, which means that if Purdy gets a signing bonus that's like 60 or 70 million dollars, they're going to be right back at that number 1 spot. So it's not going to be really any change from a financial spending standpoint on the aggregate, but obviously the way that the 49ers are allocating their money, they're going heavier into the A-list players with the draft and the cost-controlled method of the filler, the margin parts of the roster being so important. All right, guys, wanted to give you guys a little live 10-minute update. I'm about to head to dinner. It's about to be dark. We're running out of light here at Alamo Square. Thanks for watching. It's been fun. Let's end up with a nice view here. Let's flip this sucker around while we're at it. This is the good finishing shot from San Francisco. Opening day baseball season. Now we can go back to caring about football. Everybody take care.